Void. Where there is nothing. Minecraft, the game with everything. You can build a castle, ride a pig, build a community around being good at the game, then cheat and lie about it. You can even go to sleep in 3 seconds, something impossible in real life. But even with these possibilities, there is Void. Why is this important? Well, there is a new slayer in Skyblock, the Void Gloom Seraph, which sounds spooky, but what does it actually mean? Well, let's look at each word, and just like a graph of your mental health over time, we'll be going backwards. Starting with Seraph. Now this word has a small backstory. We're going to have to go through the entire history of religion, I guess. Hi, you're on a rock floating in space. But where is space? More importantly, where isn't space? Heaven! That's where the inventor of beards lives. And he has slaves. I mean angels. I mean Terrence. Heaven's in the 21st century now, complete with natural disasters, corporate monopoly, and funny dancers. Back to the flying interns. They spend most of their time complimenting God's beard, and sometimes come down to us, the monkey men, and say, "Yo, don't, this is awkward.
Do not be afraid."
And we respond, "Okay, I won't hold hands before marriage now." There are 3 types of angels: the losers who talk to us, the wheels with eyeballs, and the seraphim. That's where we started! Seraph is the Arnold of angels, except the steroids. Okay, maybe the steroids. And they look like this, or 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 this. Nobody knows. Just like nobody knows what's in the void. Call back. And that's all of religion, except this. Okay, that's all of it. Goodbye. So yeah, seraphs are angels, which means so far it looks like fighting this new Slayer boss will involve killing God. An interesting start. Next, the word gloom. I googled it and it's either this reaction channel or this Pokemon, and I wasn't sure which to use, but then I remembered as a YouTuber, I should just always use the more attractive image in my videos, which made the choice obvious. But it turns out the Pokemon actually looks like this, so I just couldn't decide. Apparently it's also a word though, with the definition of darkness. Kinda reminds me of another word I was saying. I can't remember what it was though. Anyway, moving on to Void. So far we have Dark Angel, which is a TV show that looks the same quality as Spy Kids and was made by Sierra Entertainment, who made the Woodruff and Schnibble game, which 13 people will understand, but that's cool to me. Anyway, what is Void? No, not the Void. Just Void. The Void is an entity, a place, a thing. I don't know yet what it is, but just Void? Man, let me tell you about the Void. It's a completely empty space, or not valid or legally binding. Empty darkness angel. Now that I know their true identity, I can find their weakness. Angels hate sin, so committing one of the 7 deadly sins, like lust, should make them go insane. But since this is an empty darkness angel, I should be doing the opposite. Alright then, no physical contact with women, just to hurt the enemy, and that's the only reason. It's got nothing to do with I spend all day playing Minecraft. Now I know their weakness. This is the power Sun Tzu was talking about in The Art of War when he said, just chop their head off. Easy win. Now that we know our enemy, I am ready to fight the Void Gloom Seraph, starting at tier 1. I would usually use rhyming puns here like Void Gloom or like Void Tomb, but I think it's time I grew up and changed my humor. Rhyming really is the lowest form of comedy, so from now on, it's something I'm going to avoid. It seems that this boss has a hit shield, so no matter what you hit it with, it'll take 15 hits before taking any real damage. And I like the idea of being able to kill a Dark Angel with a flower, or by slapping it with a raw fish. After the shield is gone, it has 300,000 health, and I swapped to my, you know what, let's just keep using the fish. Honestly, it's doing a good job. After it dies, it will drop a Null Sphere. These are used to craft the new Voidling minion and give you 5 Slayer XP. After 6 bosses, you'll have 30 Slayer XP, which means you are now level 2 Void Gloom Slayer, giving you +1 intelligence. You probably need it, to be honest. But this isn't helping with my overall question. What is the Void? I'm scared of it, and I want to know more. I need to face the higher level Void Gloom Seraphs. It's time to fight at tier 2. I fought it with a raw fish and died. I fought it with a sword and died. I fought it underneath 2 blocks so it couldn't reach me, and God smited me for cheating. As it turns out, the weapon I used didn't matter. I couldn't survive 3 seconds against the boss. It did too much damage. I could have other people help me out by distracting it as we fought together, but sadly all of my friends got eaten by the Void. I also still have my entire setup based around speed and going fast. Instead of adding any damage, my accessories give me +1 speed, which is very important, and I refuse to change it. But then I remembered, back to the ripped poster in my year 10 geography class. Work smarter, not harder. Of course! I could spend millions of coins getting better items to fight this new boss that gives me 25 XP, or I could just keep fighting the same tier 1 boss for 5 XP. The time taken to get the items wouldn't be worth the new XP gain. And so I got to grinding, while listening to my favorite music, the band Parkway Drive. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they've got that one song. After an hour, I got to level 3, getting an extra 2 health, but I didn't know much more. I haven't discovered anything. What do I know about this mysterious thing? A key feature of the Void is its scariness, spookiness. So to discover more, I am going to partake in the spooky event, the Skyblock event that represents real-life Halloween. But in case you've been living in the real world instead of on 12 social media sites like a normal person, I'll explain what Halloween is. People decorate and dress up as a bunch of scary things like ghosts, spiders, skeletons, and worst of all, pumpkins. Specifically smiling pumpkins, apparently. I don't know why these are seen as scary. In fact, ghosts aren't scary either. They're proof of an afterlife. You would love to see a ghost. That would be amazing. You just proved magic exists, and when you die, you don't go to the void. In Skyblock's Halloween, monsters come out during the night, and I intend to fight them all. I need to know what makes them so spooky, to better understand the, well, I've said it too much at this point. Maybe I can use another word like emptiness or the nothing. If I kept saying the V word over and over, you'd probably get annoyed. Okay, I have 4 hours before the event starts, enough time to fully prepare and eat lunch, go for a walk, read a few chapters of, oh look, an hour-long SpongeBob conspiracy video. That looks important. Okay, now I have 50 minutes before the event starts, enough time to get a few items ready, make a sandwich, and oh look, does Carson Jessel have hands? Full documentary. Well, I can't live any longer without knowing that. Okay, now I have 20 seconds before the event starts, enough time to panic and one more time say void. The spooky event is finally starting, so I quickly bought a bat pet for 2 million coins without thinking. And if you've ever bought something on a whim, you'll know Siberian tigers aren't actually the cutest pets. My bad. Okay, now just equip the pet. Nope. Come on, try again. Australia. Awful internet, unintelligible language, and the most uranium in the world. Look out. Finally, we can start, and I killed witches, mimics, spirits, pumpkin heads, and short trick-or-treaters that I really hope weren't children dressed up. After 5 minutes of this, I had 1 green candy, and no more were spawning. Where are they? The scary monsters, they're all gone. Was it something I said? Was it because I slapped them in the face with a raw fish? Of course. Fish. If you look below Skyblock, you get void. But if you look down on Earth, you get ocean. That's where the truly scariest monsters are. Skyblock spooky fishing can reveal monsters such as nightmare horses, werewolves, scarecrows, phantom fishes, and the Grim Reaper, Death himself. Oh, one of them dropped a trick-or-treat chest. I wonder what's in it. Hey, it gave me candy. That's nice. Oh, I got another one. You've been tricked. Damn it. How could I be so stupid? I then killed a scarecrow with a bat, like drowning a fish in water. Okay, this time for sure. Come on, treat. Treat. Yes! I got a Domino's voucher. And that concludes the spooky festival. Now, what did we learn? Monsters aren't scary, but pranks are. And if a prank gave you a heart attack, where would you go? Heaven? Reincarnation? Or void? And why do I care so much? Why do I care so much about the void? Yeah, you can stop that. After all, the greatest human fear is of the unknown. I don't understand the void, and I don't want to go there. This is why I asked the community, where does Minecraft Steve go in between respawns? Heaven has only 5%, and the void has 35%. 7 times more people think that the void is all of ours true destiny. But wait, that leaves 60%. Where do people think we really go to? Bunnings Warehouse! Of course! The Australian hardware store that has 376 locations, where lowest prices are just the beginning. They have 313,000 YouTube subscribers, and I have to beat them. I'm spending the next year of my life dedicated to getting more subscribers than Bunnings. That should distract me from the void.